Cox 8 Sports is proud to bring you local high school football. Tonight, the Santa Barbara Dons take on the Dos Pueblos Chargers in the 44th annual Crosstown Showdown here at Scott O'Leary Stadium on the campus of Dos Pueblos High School. Tonight's game is brought to you by Montecito Bank and Trust, Paths to Prosperity, and Village Properties, Santa Barbara Real Estate Made Easy. Also brought to you by Milpas Rental, Cox Home Security, and Santa Barbara Chicken Ranch. Plus, go to cox8tv.com to watch local high school football. Also check out music videos and informative shows from our Emmy Award-winning Backbeat. That's cox8tv.com. And hi again, everybody. John Martini with you. Welcome to Scott O'Leary Stadium on the campus of Dos Pueblos High School for tonight's High School Channel League matchup on Cox 8, the 44th annual Crosstown Showdown between the visiting Santa Barbara High School Dons and the host Dos Pueblos Chargers. It's great to have you with us as we tee it up for another season of award-winning high school football on Cox 8, our 23rd season bringing to your living room, and we've got a great one tonight, a must-win if either team wants to stay in the hunt for the Channel League Championship. Both teams a week ago had their homecoming games. Both teams scored only 7 points. Both teams scoring on quarterback sneaks, and both teams unfortunately losing to Ventura area schools. Dos Pueblos here at Scott O'Leary Stadium losing 24-7 to Buena, where Santa Barbara High at Peabody Stadium lost 44-7 to defending league champ Ventura. So both teams desperately need a win, and it starts here tonight at the O. We'll take a look first at the visiting Dons. They are led by first-year head coach J.T. Stone, who took over the program in July. Stone, if you recall, was a star quarterback for Dos Pueblos in the mid-90s, so it's a homecoming of sorts for J.T., who also starred at Santa Barbara City College. He brings his Dons here to Dos Pueblos with a record of 3-4 overall. They are led by their junior quarterback, Brent Payas. The junior, who had 1,600 yards passing a year ago, is already off to a great start. He has over 1,300 yards passing through the first 7 weeks, 8 touchdowns to his credit. The most impressive stat might be a gaudy 60.6 completion percentage. He's been very accurate so far for J.T. Stone. Stone tutored Payas since 6th grade, so they have a history together. When Payas is throwing the ball, who's he going to find? Well, his leading target is Christopher Jellison. The man they call Tick is tied for second in the Channel League with his Dons teammate Daniel Vallon. Both of them have 34 receptions this year. For the man they call Tick, Jellison, he has 4 touchdowns to his credit and 350 yards receiving. So he and Payas make a dynamic duo for the Olive and Gold. And as I said, a win tonight will square the Dons at 4-4 overall and 1-1 in the Channel League. For Dos Pueblos, third-year head coach Nate Mendoza has his Chargers only 1-6. A lot of people are saying, what's wrong with the Chargers? 2 years ago, they were Channel League champs. Well, if you look at that 1-6 record a little bit further, you'll see that in the 6 losses, Dos Pueblos' opponents are 30-6. The Chargers have played 4 CIF-ranked teams. 3 of them were ranked number 1 and number 2 when the Chargers played them. And DP has simply had a murderous schedule. 5 of their 7 games this year, they have faced opponents who were undefeated the week they played Dos Pueblos. So 1-6, it's rather explainable. It's been a very difficult schedule for DP. They're led by their senior quarterback, Barrett Burns. Burns, who played in week 1 but suffered a concussion, missed the next 3 games. So his statistics, although not gaudy, have been solid. He's about 300 yards passing, still good enough for 6th in the Channel League, but he has a terrific presence, says head coach Nate Mendoza, in the huddle and on the field at the line of scrimmage for Dos Pueblos. They certainly need his leadership. Kellen Roberts, the sophomore quarterback, will probably see some time as well tonight. He's thrown 6 touchdown passes this season. One guy who is going to play on both sides of the ball and 100% on every play, it's running back Angel Davison. Davison is 5th in the Channel League in rushing, 355 yards on the ground. He also leads the Chargers in receptions, but with 14. But lamentably for Dos Pueblos fans, Davison has found the end zone just one time this year. It's one reason DP is averaging only 13 points a game on the offensive side of the ball. So both teams looking for points, both teams looking for a win, and it should be an outstanding contest. 44th meeting, as I said, DP has had the upper hand. They've won 4 of the 5 years previous, dating back to 2009, but the Chargers at home tonight, the decided underdog in this one. We'll see if the Chargers can rally behind us at Scott O'Leary Stadium, or will the Dons gain revenge from that Charger victory last year? We're about to find out. Great to have you with us. 23rd season on Cox 8. We're ready for the opening kickoff, and we'll have it for you right after this. This is award-winning high school football on Cox 8.
Backbeat, a show highlighting people that make a difference using music in our very own community.
John Martini, Jeff Zamora at Scott O'Leary Stadium as the Dos Pueblos Chargers take the field on the far side. You see them there all pumped up, being led out onto the field by Taylor Leone. Their fine tight end and linebacker, the Chargers 1-6. But you wouldn't know it by the enthusiasm as we welcome Jeff Zamora into the broadcast booth for this 44th annual Crosstown Showdown between the Dons and Chargers. And we always love starting our season with this one. It's always been a great game.
Absolutely, crosstown rivalry. Both teams 0-1 in Channel League. Both teams needing to win to stay in the Channel League hunt. So look for an exciting game tonight. A lot of people here ready to experience this great football game.
5 teams only in the Channel League, so it is a 4-game sprint. And you're right, both teams need a win to stay with any hopes of a Channel League title. A loss for the team tonight to go to 0-2 would be disastrous. 2 teams only make the playoffs, guaranteed out of the 5. You get some years where a 3rd team can make it, but yeah, this one's a mini playoff game, really, for these 2 teams tonight.
Absolutely. This early in the season, and it's do or die right off the bat because, as you said, only 2 out of the 5 teams are guaranteed a spot in the playoffs. So a loss here is going to be a huge blow to both of these teams.
Both teams only scored 7 points last week at home in their homecoming games, and both were via the quarterback sneak. Brent Payas took it in for the Dons. Kellen Roberts in the 4th quarter, the sophomore, took it in for the Chargers in losses to Ventura and Buena, respectively. DP has won the toss, and they will defer on this Friday night. We're so glad to have you with us. Our 23rd year of bringing you award-winning high school football into your living rooms. So settle back and enjoy it. Chargers will kick off to start the ball game. That's Alejandro Manelli, and he is in the air with the right foot. And a fair catch taken by Santa Barbara's Porter Rees, who has 2 sacks on the year defensively. And he shows some good hands there as he secures the kickoff at the 25-yard line of Santa Barbara. That's where the Dons will commence from scrimmage on this mid-October Friday night. Great to have you with us, partner. 5th year together, Jeff.
Yes, absolutely.
Seems like 3 seconds.
It sure does. I can't believe it's been.
By.
Yes, the 5 years went by so fast. Pleasure to be here. We got Pookie with us, running the show up here again. Glad to have him here.
Great to be with you and with Carl Gibbons. Pookie, our floor director tonight, and we'll put in the whole crew as the night wears on. Brock Hoffman, our leader. This award-winning Cox crew, and the sights and sounds should be fun here tonight, so settle back and enjoy it all on Cox 8. There's a look at Santa Barbara High in their road whites. Brent Payas, the junior, over 1,600 yards last year as a sophomore through the air. He's off to an outstanding start already. 1,305 yards, 8 touchdowns, and nearly 61% completion percentage as he sends the Don in motion. Bo Brace, and will open up out of the shotgun. And immediately first pass, a halfback pass, and Brace hits his man. But that looked perhaps like he was over the line of scrimmage from the start. And the referee may have concurred as a marker came out right after Brace threw the football. So some trickeration for the Dons on the opening play, but will it count?
Well, we wait for the refs to sort out what the flag's for.
It was a creative play call to start the game, but it's going to go against Santa Barbara.
Now you see a replay. Payas thrown it out to Bo Brace out in the flats, who airs it out to the receiver, but unfortunately he's already past the line of scrimmage, so it's an illegal forward pass.
That's a 5-yard penalty, and it's a loss of down, Jeff. So instead of 1st and 15, it comes as a loss of down, 2nd and 15. Pass was thrown to Russell Enholm, their fine wide receiver and cornerback. So Payas again out of the shotgun, 2nd and 15. Fires near side, but incomplete. Was looking in the right flat. Bo Brace, again the intended target.
And Payas coming out firing right off the get-go, and it's not surprising. His coach, JT Stone, his longtime mentor outside of the football, teaching him how to throw. And JT, a star back here in the mid-90s, 95 star DP, set some state records, I believe, at one point, airing out the football. So expect a lot of passes this evening.
JT is a great guy, and it was a wonderful talent at DP and Santa Barbara City College. We'll talk about that as the night wears on. Payas for the moment on 3rd and 15, just trying to pick up some yards and give his punter a chance to have some room to boot it away. Payas will pick up about 4 yards before he runs into the waiting arms of linebacker Jeff Usaka. The 5'10 senior makes the stop for Dos Pueblos. So Payas picks up 4, leaves the Dons looking at a 4th and 11, and that brings on number 11, Bo Brace, the big 6'6" basketball player as well. Hits a high booming punt taken by Dos Pueblos at their 38-yard line. Josh Flora on the return, and he'll pick up a short gain of about 7 or 8, but it will give DP a great field position to start their first possession. They'll have it at the Charger 48-yard line. Well, the penalty certainly slowed the Dons down on that sequence, put them behind the 8 ball. And DP has great field position right now.
Absolutely. Coach Mendoza is definitely pleased with their first drive starting at the 48. Excellent field position.
First down. Kellen Roberts, the sophomore, is starting. We mentioned at the top of the broadcast, both he and Barrett Burns would see some action. And it is Roberts, who was 11 of 18 for 82 yards in the 4th quarter last week. The hot hand gets the nod from Nate Mendoza.
Absolutely, and he does a nice job of handing off to Angel Davison right there, who bounces off the inside and takes it around the out for a short gain.
Davison picked up 2 to midfield. So Roberts on 2nd and 8. Will hand off one more time. And it's Davison trying to fight for yards, hard to come by. They'll put him down right in midfield. No gain on the play. We'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Don's defensive front line doing an outstanding job of plugging all the holes up front, not giving Davison any opportunity to break loose.
Brace's punt, by the way, was 39 yards on his first effort. 3rd and 8 here, straight buck up the middle for Davison. He breaks free at the 45 of Santa Barbara and carries a Don or 2 on his back for a Charger first down. Huge run, strength in the legs, and the DP crowd erupts for the first time tonight.
And Davison showing why he's the workhorse in the backfield for the Chargers, doing an outstanding job there. You see a picture of it, breaking it off to the left side, running over a tackler, and getting stopped, but not until he gets the first down and moves the chains.
That was a great run, 12 yards. Now quickly a little flat from Roberts. Near side, Josh Flora who comes in as the Chargers' second leading receiver with 10 catches, has number 11 right there.
Roberts doing a nice job with a two-step drop and just getting the ball out quickly to his receiver in the flats for a nice short gain.
Call it a gain of 7 on Roberts' first pass of the night, completed to Flora at the 31-yard line. Call it 2nd down and 3. Handoff this time to Malik Harris, and Harris charging hard, running like a bucking bronco. Will have another DP first down as he gets close to the Santa Barbara 20-yard line. Gain of 10, make it 11 in fact, and move the chains.
Right at the 20-yard line,
Opening drive for DP, an impressive start. Roberts looking for the end zone, fires, and the pass is caught. Flora has the touchdown for DP.
Flora doing an outstanding job of just going up and taking that ball away. It looked like Nicholson had a great read on it on the inside, but Flora just jumps up and wrestles it away and comes down with the touchdown. Let's take a look. Here you see Roberts with the pass, and you see Flora and Nicholson going up at the same time, and Flora's just able to haul it in at the back corner of the end zone, touchdown Dos Pueblos.
Like a knife through butter, the Charger offense marching down the field, no problem, and the extra point is up, and it is good. Impressive opening drive sparked by great field position as DP goes 52 yards to grab a 7-0 lead less than 4 minutes into the ball game.
DP doing a great job of mixing it up with the run and the pass, keeping the defense on their heels, trying to guess what's coming next, and like you said, just march right down the field.
Kellen Roberts, the sophomore who had a 5-touchdown passing night in their victory over San Ynez, establishing a school record, gets his 7th touchdown pass in 2014. And for Flora, that is his 3rd receiving touchdown, and it gives Dos Pueblos the first draw of blood in this 44th annual Crosstown Showdown. Chargers will kick off again. High short kick by Alejandro Mania. Santa Barbara will return it over the 30, close to the 35, and Brett Payas and company will go to work from that spot with 8:07 to play here in the opening quarter. Daniel Vallon, you see him there, Don's receiver, returning that kickoff, and he'll stay on the field in the Don's huddle. Brent Payas, as you mentioned, tutored by J.T. Stone. I think I read from the 6th grade is when they first linked up together. So a 5-year relationship going on 6 years to this point. Vallon on first down takes a flanker end around from the 36-yard line, but he's going to be dropped right at the line of scrimmage. Great pursuit for Dos Pueblos. Eric Botello chasing him down along with Austin Pierce in the Charger defensive secondary.
Pierce and Botello doing a great job busting through the line on the right side and be able to haul him down from behind.
So no gain for Vallon on his first touch. Payas, quick drop, quick slant, fires near side, pass is caught. Blake Kelly makes the catch, immediately is dropped after a short gain. Jeff, you were saying you were intrigued to see if the Dons go to Bo Brace and Blake Kelly a lot tonight. Kelly's 6'4", Bo Brace 6'6".
Absolutely. Dos Pueblos has some shorter defensive backs back there, so it'd be interesting, as much as Payas and J.T. Stone like to throw the ball, if they'll take advantage of that height difference. So I think it could be a factor later on in the game.
Gain of 5 on the play. Payas 2 of 2, or check that, 1 of 2 on his first completion of the night. Roberts 2 of 2. And a sack against the Dons. Coming in to make the play, Austin Pierce. Drops Payas for a loss of 3, maybe 4. We'll call it a sack of 3, but it results in another 4th down for Santa Barbara.
And Austin Pierce really stepping up for DP's defense in that sequence there with 2 big stops for them.
So once again, Brace set to kick it away and booms a high wobbly spiral that will result in a fair catch by Davison at the Charger 30-yard line. Well, so far, a lot of jitters, I think. Both teams playing like they're double parked, a very fast but nervous pace to the opening few drives. Exciting high school football on award-winning Cox 8, brought to you by Montecito Bank and Trust, providing safe and sound financial solutions. Look at the Chargers sideline. You see the Village Properties real estate scoreboard. Chargers leading 7-0, and they are on the attack once more. They'll start this drive from their 30, leading 7-0. Good look there at Malik Harris, the 5'9" senior. A lot of the Chargers skill players, aside from the sophomore Roberts, are seniors. Santa Barbara junior dominated for the most part in their skill position. So we'll see if experience or youth serves well here tonight. Harris with a gain of 3 on 1st down. Chargers will stay with the ground game, but Santa Barbara not fooled. Great line surge there. Freddie Zavala checking in along with Adam Ebling. You get a good look at Ebling there, number 8, 6-foot senior, 185, throwing down the Charger ball carrier for a gain of 1 yard.
Ebling and Zavala doing a great job of plugging up that hole and tackling Davison right at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
3rd and 6. Roberts tucks it under and is going to get dropped. He'll pick up a few, still fighting, but will be short of the 1st down, it would appear, by about 3 yards. Kellen needed the 40-yard line. We'll take a look at the replay here as the sophomore quarterback fighting for the 1st down.
There you see a shot of Kellen dropping back, tucks the ball in and just puts his head down, gets drilled by a couple defenders, but he's able to spin out of it a little bit and able to get a short little gain out of it. And Dos Pueblos forced to punt for the 1st time tonight.
Roberts picked up 3, half of what he needed. So it leaves the Chargers 3 yards shy. And Pierce will get ready to punt for the 1st time tonight. Hits one that lands at the Santa Barbara 25 and kicks left out of bounds at about the 22. So the battle of 11s. Bo Brace and Austin Pierce doing the punting chores tonight. Just a reminder, high school football on Cox 8 brought to you by Village Properties. Santa Barbara real estate made easy. "41-yard punt on that last effort by Austin Pierce. Pretty nice boot. Will force Santa Barbara to travel a long field. They'll start from the 22-yard line as we reach the 4-minute mark of a rapid opening quarter here from Scott O'Leary Stadium. Chargers' only win was in this stadium, Jeff. They're 1-3 at home. The victory over Santa Ynez, in which Kellen Roberts went off with those 5 touchdown passes. Santa Barbara, though, has been a good road team at 3-4. They've won 2 of 3 away from Peabody Stadium. So it's an interesting matchup tonight. Dons have actually played better on the road than they have at home.
Yeah, that is a little shocking. Most teams are better at home, and looks like DP feels right at home tonight so far to start this game. And as you said, Kellen Roberts, that game where he really lit it up, he ended up getting Athlete of the Week, and it was really a good job that he did.
Timeout called by Santa Barbara, their first. And we wanted to tell you about a tribute coming up for our good friend Rusty Fairley, the man that we called Coach Councilman, and was my broadcast partner for 14 years. A celebration of Rusty's life. In the final stages, he's battling Alzheimer's, and we want to honor Rusty at halftime of the Santa Barbara City College football game, October 25th. It's a 1 o'clock start at La Playa Stadium, so all of you who knew and loved Rusty, come on out and say hi to him, give him a hug, tell him how much he has meant to you throughout your lives as Santa Barbara tributes a terrific man, Big Red. Rusty Fairley, the longtime coach at Santa Barbara City College and a two-time city councilman, and as I said, 14 years with me by my side here on Cox 8.
That's awesome. What such a great guy. I remember Rusty when I was at City College back in the late 80s, and he was the man on campus. Everybody knew Rusty. Great guy, great personality, very caring man.
If you've got about 100 hours to sit with me, I've got stories all night long.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah. So Rusty will be at the skybox throughout the game. Tremblay Financial Services, Tim Tremblay, former Vaquero, is going to host Rusty in the skybox, and his family and all the friends are welcome to come by. And then Rusty's going to be on the field at halftime, so all the fans can come out and say hi to him and tell him again how much they love him, respect him, and care for him as a human being.
That's awesome and well-deserved. Like you said, a great human being.
So that's October 25th, 1 o'clock at La Playa Stadium. Back to the ball game as Rusty would want us to do. And the Dons with Payas on consecutive plays, spotting Daniel Vallon, who comes in tied for second in the Channel League with his teammate Christopher Jellison. And he has picked up 2 straight catches here.
Let's take a look at the replay. There you see Payas scrambling a little bit, has to get forced out of the pocket, spots Vallon on the right. Vallon doing a great job of getting his tippy toes in, and a completed pass for a first down, Santa Barbara Dons.
So 2 plays netting 13 yards and a Dons first down to the 38. Payas now will go to the ground on first down. Hands off to Isai Figueroa. Don's second leading rusher coming in. And Figueroa stopped in his tracks for no gain.
Hand off to Figueroa, and he's trying to get down the line. Unfortunately, the defensive front for DP able to stop him just right at the line of scrimmage. He's not able to break around the outside.
Figueroa 9th in the Channel League in rushing with 160 yards entering play tonight. Junior Garcia, given name Victor, goes by Junior, is 7th in the Channel League. So the Dons with 2 top 10 rushers, along with Payas, who is 2nd in the league in passing. And Payas showing off that arm one more time as he hits Vallon for the 3rd time on this drive. Daniel out of bounds at the 45-yard line. So he'll pick up 7, leave the Dons with a 3rd and 3.
Payas comes over to the sideline to talk to his coach.
Vallon 3 quick catches for 20 yards in this opening quarter, a quarter that has 2.5 minutes remaining. Dos Pueblos off an impressive opening drive, going 52 yards, leading at 7-0. Dons, though, with a nice play here as Figueroa bursts through the left side of his offensive line, got a massive hole, and takes it to the DP 39. 16 yards, Figueroa rips off on that first down run.
Payas fooled the defense, dropped back and cocked back like he was going to pass, so they dropped back and he handed off, and Figueroa found a wide open hole right up the middle.
Andy Lopez, the left tackle, Anthony Sandoval, the left guard, blew that hole open. First down at the DP 39. Dons go to the ground game. Figueroa one more time, but a marker shot out from the Charger backfield at the inception of that play. So let's take a look. It's going to be preliminary face mask against DP. I didn't see much. That was a fast-moving play. Referee saw something from the back judge, and it's going to cost DP 5 yards.
So 5-yard incidental face mask that the back judge was able to see. Like you said, that was a quick play. We didn't see much up here, but he saw it from his position, and so it's 1st and 5 for Santa Barbara.
We'll get you the officials here in just a moment. Payas fires over the middle again, spotting Valen, but throws it behind him, incomplete. That stops a string of 4 consecutive completions for the junior. Payas now 4 of 6 early going for 25 yards. Our referee tonight is Wally Burquez. Head linesman is Tom Husted. Line judge David Kohler. Umpire Mike Cano and back judge Tony Burquez. All 5 from the Channel Coast Football Officials Association. And combined 132 years of experience. 5 of the best working this one tonight.
Absolutely.
Big names for big games.
There you go, some veterans out there.
Yep. They're all terrific officials. Mike Cano I know very well. Longtime official for baseball, football, basketball. David Kohler, of course, has been around for a while. The Burquez brothers. It's a talented group. Tom Husted. 3rd and 3 for Santa Barbara. $1:15 to go, opening quarter. Don's trying to even things up. Payas hands off to Figueroa, and I don't think he made it. A surge of blue and gold, spearheaded by Marcellus Gossett, the 6'2 sophomore middle linebacker, who drops Figueroa for a loss, in fact, loss of 1. It will bring up 4th and 4. And Santa Barbara from the 32 will not try a 49-yard field goal, which is to be expected. They'll go for it here. Payas, shotgun, pass. Was it juggled or was it caught? They're going to say it was caught. You see J.T. Stone right there imploring Blake Kelly, but it looks like a catch. High school football on Cox 8, brought to you by our friends at Milpas Rental, equipment rental and sales, serving our community for over 60 years. It's Milpas Rental. So a key play there on 4th and 4. The Dons pick up 6. Kelly with his 2nd reception. Now a fumble on 1st and 10 from the 27, and DP pounces right on the football. Picked up by co-captain Daniel Hernandez, the middle linebacker, who gets a hero's welcome as he runs to the DP sideline.
Let's take a look at the replay. It looks like Figueroa never really had the ball with the handoff. He kind of bobbled it out, and DP able to pounce on the ball, turnover. Dos Pueblos.
First turnover of the ball game, and Jeff, that is just the 2nd fumble recovery by DP this season. We'll talk about the lack of turnovers. Chargers now cough it up on the very next play. Malik Harris coughs it up. How do you do? Dons have the football. Do you believe it?
Wow. Back-to-back fumbles. Let's take a look at the replay.
Freddie Zavala comes up with the pumpkin for the olive and gold.
There you see a nice shot of Zavala getting congratulations from his teammates.
So back-to-back turnovers give Santa Barbara the ball right back. 17 seconds remaining first quarter. That is Santa Barbara's 8th fumble recovery. Stark contrast to the Chargers 2.
Absolutely.
Payas, first down from the DP 27. Little out route to the far side is caught. That's Vicente Baltadano, the junior receiver who had a 49-yard grab a couple of weeks ago. And his 7-yard reception will bring the opening quarter to a close here at Dos Pueblos High School. That's the end of 1 from Scott O'Leary Stadium on a beautiful mid-October evening. The Chargers leading the Dons in the 2014 Crosstown Showdown, 7-0. Back with the second quarter in just a moment. This is award-winning high school football on Cox 8.
Cox knows the key to getting the most out of the internet: speed. Which is why we're committed to always providing you with blazing fast speeds for all of your internet needs. Cox high-speed internet is simply faster than DSL, and it has Power Boost, an extra surge of speed to help you download videos, pictures, and large files all in the blink of an eye. Something you can't get from the phone company's internet service. So buckle up and surf the web at speeds you've only imagined with Cox high-speed internet.
We start the second quarter. John Martini, Jeff Zamora, Scott O'Leary Stadium. Second week of the Channel League, 44th Crosstown Showdown. And the Dons looking for the equalizer, and they may have it. Figueroa is tripped up inside the 10. Touchdown saving tackle by Blake Irwin of DP. But nevertheless, it's first and goal, 15 yards for Figueroa to the Dos Pueblos 5.
Take a look at the replay. You see Figueroa get the handoff and break it off the right side, able to split the defenders, and he's taken down right at the 5-yard line. Like you said, a touchdown saving tackle.
Figueroa, 4 rushes for 30 yards, averaging 7.5 so far. Season average is 4.7. So I say off to a good start. He'll get the call one more time, and that average will drop on this one as he stopped in his tracks for no gain.
Yeah, DP's defense said, okay, you got 15 on me last time. We're going to stack it up this time.
That drops his average to 6 per carry, just like that. Still pretty good.
Absolutely.
Charger sideline a little bit pensive. Right now, they're trying to protect their 7-point lead. Dons with a second and goal, 1 minute into the second quarter. Hayes once again operating out of the shotgun. Looks to the far side, spots his man in the left corner for a touchdown. Santa Barbara High School. That's Adam Ebling, who finds pay dirt from Payas.
Payas doing a great job of spotting his receiver, just doing a quick out just past the cone and able to get across the touchdown.
So Santa Barbara High School, just 1 minute 9 seconds into the second quarter, is an extra point away from tying this one up. And they will bring up Hugo Ronces, their place kicker, who has missed only 1 extra point this year. He's 13 of 14. Ronces puts it up, make it 14 of 15 as he drills it through the uprights. And we have a tie ball game, 7 apiece here at Scott O'Leary Stadium. Cheerleaders have plenty to cheer about on that one. So do you, fans of the Santa Barbara Chicken Ranch. For the best chicken and tri-tip in town, it is the best Santa Barbara Chicken Ranch. Also brought to you in part by our longtime sponsors, Montecito Bank and Trust, a trusted financial partner to businesses of all sizes. Montecito Bank and Trust. Cheerleaders, boy, they jumped up on that one. An impressive drive for the Dons, Jeff, to equalize this one at 7 apiece.
Absolutely, the Dons did a great job of converting that turnover for 7 points. Dos Pueblos looking for their offense to get back on track. They came out strong and kind of struggled a bit the second and third series, and we'll see what they can do here to start the second quarter.
Brent Payas on his 9th pass of the ball game strikes pay dirt to Adam Ebling, a 5-yarder, and the game is knotted at 7. Chargers trouble with the kickoff, retrieving, but will be tackled right near the 20-yard line. That was Altadano, the return man for DP.
Always hard to corral those kicks when they're going side to side like that. Kind of bobbled out of his hand a little bit, but he's able to get right back on it and get it up for a little gain.
Sometimes a little tougher too when both sides are screaming their lungs out in a rivalry game.
Absolutely.
Not easy sometimes under these Friday night lights. Chargers from the 20 give to the heart and soul of their team, Angel Davison. And Davison, the senior, only 5'8", 165, but plays much, much bigger. And he rumbles out over the 30-yard line, 13 yards. Let's take a look.
And there you see Angel Davison getting the ball right up the middle, breaks it off to the right side, able to get a first down. And, you know, they have him listed at running back. He's more like a scat back. He's scattering everywhere. He catches the ball out of the backfield.
As I mentioned on the pregame show, as Roberts fires a strike up near the 40 to Josh Flora. You know, that's a good point when you say scat back. I mentioned at the top of the broadcast that not only is Davison their leading rusher, he's also their leading receiver with 14 catches coming in. He can do it all.
And that's huge for the offense, that weapon, because you play the run and then you drop it to him as a little screen pass, and so many different options you can do with a versatile running back like that.
Yep. Marcus Allen, Roger Craig types that could catch as well as they could run. It's a dangerous combination.
Absolutely.
Ball out at the 35-yard line. Chargers again on 2nd down and 3. And Davison is going to take it for another 7 yards, and that will move the chains one more time for another DP first down.
And a great shot there by our cameraman, able to see Davison just getting those knees nice and high and just driving and carrying the defender with him. Outstanding running technique by Davison.
So Roberts and Flora have hooked up 3 times in this half. Now Roberts with a pitch toss to Davidson, and Davison gets over the 50. Ball on the ground, I believe, at the end of the play. We'll see if he was down or if the Dons come up with the ball. And they're going to say, I believe, another fumble. DP puts it on the turf again, and Santa Barbara comes away with it. 3rd fumble combined in this opening half.
And here's the replay. You see Davison taking the pitch, coming around the right side. Looked like possible horse collar there.
Exactly.
Ball pops out, and Don's able to pounce on it, but in that replay, questionable call missed there.
Junior Garcia, who has been a do-it-all for the Dons this year, pounced on the fumble. He's blocked extra points, he's blocked punts, he's recovered fumbles, and played some great fullback for the Dons this year. And tailback Payas from his 43 following the turnover will get out of bounds, stop the clock after a short gain. 9:13 to go. You're right, I thought that was a horse collar too, and the ball came out right when he got ripped back.
Right. Could be a big turning point in the game. We'll see.
Payas loses a yard. Stops the clock with 9:13 to play, 2nd quarter. John Martini, Jeff Zamora, Scott O'Leary Stadium on the campus of Dos Pueblos High School. Payas from his 42. Staying on the ground, probing the left side of the Dons line is Sean Babcock. He has started to get some carries here in the last couple of weeks for JT Stone. Tonight's high school football game from Dos Pueblos brought to you by Village Properties Realtors. To view local listings, tune to the Village Properties Real Estate channel, number 1890. It's real estate made easy at Village Properties. 3rd down and 8. Payas again, as he has for the most part, out of the shotgun. Fires a strike over the middle. A little flanker in to Bo Brace. There's the big 6'6" athlete that you love making the catch.
And you said it, it's such a great athlete. First team All-Channel League in basketball. Here he is playing football, coming in with some big catches. He's their punter. You know, just a tremendous athlete out there for Santa Barbara.
Gets his first catch of the ball game for 6 yards, but leaves the Dons shy by 2. So Big Bo will go back to punt. Bolden is his given name, his birth name. They goes by Bo. And Brace with a nice punt here. He's going to dump it inside the 15-yard line. The Dons will corral it and down it at the 10. Exciting high school football. The 44th Crosstown Showdown brought to you by Milpas Rental. A big thanks to Bob and Frank for their support of local high school football. Also brought to you in part by the Santa Barbara Chicken Ranch. For the best chicken and tri-tip in town, it is the best Santa Barbara Chicken Ranch. Thanks to the Chicken Ranch tonight for feeding our crew. A happy crew is a talented crew, and everybody's feeling good about this tonight. Pass here is going to be ruled incomplete. Close to a lateral, but a forward pass will stop the clock and bring up 2nd and 10.
Looked like a little miscommunication there between Roberts and his receiver. But you said it, Chicken Ranch. We love those burritos they bring for us pregame. Get us nice and fueled up so we can come up here and chatter away.
I tend to enjoy mine postgame.
That's true. You have all your pregame stuff you need to prep for.
Yep. Tastes just as good. 2nd and 10. That was the first incompletion thrown by Roberts in this half, and they'll try the ground attack here. Five yards picked up on the play. Looked to be Baltadano on the carry. For a gain of 5, brings up a critical 3rd and 5 here for DP. 7-7 is our score, and now a marker will come out. Chargers will be docked for a procedure call before the snap. Only the 3rd penalty of this half. It's been a clean game. Fumbles, not been clean. There's been 3. Montecito Bank and Trust, great sponsor of our high school football on Cox 8, helping individuals and families along their paths to prosperity. Montecito Bank and Trust. So the Chargers, instead of 3rd and 5 now, a costly mistake, looking at 3rd and 10. Roberts, the sophomore, on a delayed draw out of the shotgun. Will hand off, and again, just trying to give his punter, Austin Pierce, some breathing room. It'll be short of the 1st down, so Nate Mendoza sends out the punt unit. Gain of 5 on the play.
Santa Barbara's defense doing an outstanding job that series, giving themselves a position to get great field position after this punt.
So Babcock and Baltadamo, the carriers on that drive for the Chargers. Drive stalls. Penalty didn't help. Austin Pierce with an end-over-end roller that will be fielded on 2 hops by Vallon. Takes it into Charger territory and will slip and fall at the 45-yard line after a return of 12 yards. That was a 47-yard punt by Pierce. High school football on Cox 8, brought to you by Cox Home Security. Home protection, life connection. It's Cox Home Security. 7-7 is our score midway through the 2nd quarter. Santa Barbara was ranked number 9 in the Western Division as recently as 2 weeks ago. Dropped out following losses to 2 ranked teams. They dropped a game to Pacifica. And then last week, their homecoming loss against the defending Channel League champs, Ventura.
Yeah, Ventura looked awful good last week. Defending Channel League champs, as you said, and highly ranked in the division. Going to be a tough team to beat this year.
Yeah, they look solid again, don't they? And
yes.
They've climbed up to, I believe, number 4 in the polls this week. So they are a force to be reckoned with. Payas here running for his life, being chased by Marcellus Gossett, the big 6'2 sophomore, and Payas, well, he's not a 4.6 GPA for nothing. He had the heads and wherewithal there to just throw it away.
Absolutely. He saw Marcellus coming from the right side, and he took off for dear life and then just got rid of the ball. Smart play.
Phi Beta Kappa move there. As I said, 4.6 GPA.
Wow.
Our coaches always told us we had to have a higher GPA than ERA on our pitching staff.
There you go.
Makes sense. Dons are going to burn a timeout here with the 5:24 mark. 2nd charge timeout of the half for JT Stone. Jeff, you talked about Stone, and you can look at all the rebroadcasts of Cox 8 on cox8tv.com. Get some great programming on there as well. Backbeat among the great shows on Cox 8 and, of course, award-winning high school sports. You can watch the rebroadcast also on Channel 8, weekdays at noon and weekends at 1 p.m. this season. So log on to cox8tv.com. Also brought to you by Village Properties Realtors. Village Properties featuring their Great Teachers Fund, believing in the power of education, one classroom at a time. Visit teachersfund.org to learn more. Village Properties. Cox will be having the Salute to Teachers program that they air annually. That's coming up in the month of October. A busy time for all the guys in the truck and manning the cameras. They have a couple of busy months ahead of them here. But our crew always ready to play.
Yes, always ready to play, and some talented guys. You know, that's why they do all these shows. There's so much talent behind us.
Payas on 3rd and 4 has the ball batted back in his face. And leading the cheers, the kid they call Puppy, Eric Botello, Jr., who made the varsity as a freshman. Take a look at this.
And there you see Payas dropping back and just getting the ball knocked down. Excellent job. Great push on the left front side of the Dos Pueblos defensive line.
And that Puppy, who has suddenly become a big dog at 6'2", 260, had his big left paw in the air on that one to swat it down.
It looks like Santa Barbara's going for it again on 4th down.
From the 39, it's no man's land, so they will go for it on 4th and 4. And the pass is caught by Figueroa. JT Stone is disgusted at the result as he slams his hands and takes off his headset. Figueroa, Don setting up an inside screen, and the Chargers foil it. They needed 4 and picked up only 3. So turnover on downs to Dos Pueblos.
Dos Pueblos doing a good job. They got a good push up the middle, but they also stayed back anticipating that screen pass for the short game and hopefully moving to 1st down, but they didn't get it.
DP will take over from their 39, and immediately Roberts will hand off to Malik Harris. And the 5'9" senior will turn the corner, gain maybe a yard at best, before it runs into a host of white Don's shirts. 4th carry of the half for Harris. He has 16 yards on the ground. Angel Davison, 6 carries for 41 here in this opening half. So Angel off to a good start. 2nd and 9. This once again Malik Harris. And Harris probing the left side of his offensive line. Dives forward for a yard, maybe 2. They'll move the ball back to the 41-yard line. So that will be another gain of a yard. Back-to-back 1-yard runs will set up DP staring at a 3rd and 8.
Yeah, 3rd and long for DP here. Looks like an obvious passing down, but you never know with Dos Pueblos.
Chargers have all 3 of their timeouts as we approach 4 minutes to play here before the half. Good ball game, 7-7. That one batted in the air, and fortunately for Charger fans, drops to the turf. It was tantalizingly close, hanging in the air. You saw the Don, Antonio Bautista, the senior, diving for it, but just out of his reach.
Bautista, I think I could see his eyes from here. They lit up. He's just looking up like, oh my gosh, am I going to be able to get that? Unfortunately, it's just out of his grasp, but great opportunity. Not many opportunities like that for a defensive lineman.
No, and he came a ways to try to dive for it. That would have been a great one for Antonio. It does, however, result in a 4th down. And the Chargers will punt it away. Pierce hits one that lands at the 35 and immediately finds the Charger return man, Dylan Darga. That ball found him more than he found the ball on that one. So a short kick, 30 yards on the punt. 3rd punt of the half for Austin Pierce. Bo Brace has punted just once for the Dons. And Payas and company in a 7-7 ball game. They have 1 timeout remaining. We'll start from their 35. Payas scrambling, designed rollout, and Brent will be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Great pursuit by the co-captain, Daniel Hernandez. Boy, he has played solid middle linebacker for DP all year, hasn't he?
He really has. He did a great job in pursuit there to chase down Payas from behind and stop him from getting too far down the field.
Nate Mendoza, another reason this Charger team struggled early, losing Burns to injury, Austin Pierce to injury, Daniel Hernandez to injury. 3 of their senior leaders or co-captains. Now in front of Payas is incomplete, nearly picked off. Beautiful try there by DP. Was that Davison?
It was.
Boy, he almost came down with that one.
Let's take a look at the replay here. You see Payas rolling out to his right, looking there the whole way. Davison just laying out for it. And for a moment thought he had it, but unfortunately it came out on the ground, and Santa Barbara narrowly averted an interception there. But Davison doing an outstanding job reading the quarterback's eyes and just diving in there to try and get that interception.
I thought that was a pick all the way, but as you saw in the replay, ball jarred off his stomach and hit the ground. So it's 3rd and 10. Payas going long, but he overshoots his receiver on 3rd and 10. Was trying to spot Flora on a fly pattern, and you see Josh there as the ball goes out at the 30-yard line. High school football on Cox 8, brought to you by Milpas Rental, serving our community for over 60 years. It's Milpas Rental, equipment rental and sales. Second week of the Channel League, 1-6 Dos Pueblos, 3-4 Santa Barbara. Both teams 0-1 in league play. Charger defense holds again without giving up a yard. 4th and 10, Brace will punt, and a ball down by the Dons at the DP 37. Tommy Tay on special teams. You see him there, the senior wideout who has 1 receiving touchdown this year. Made the touchdown there on special teams.
There you see a shot of the Dos Pueblos sideline, coaching staff talking to their players, telling them what they need to do.
That was a 28-yard punt, Jeff, by Brace. Sets the Chargers up at their 37. 2:54 to go before halftime, tied at 7. Roberts out of the shotgun is going to hand off, does so to Baltadano, and Vicente, no sooner than he turns the corner, there's 2 flags right behind him at the 33 and 35-yard line. So let's get this call. JT Stone certainly thinks it's against the Chargers. He's flapping his play card back toward the Charger end zone, and I think JT is right.
JT, Coach Melgoza, Coach Nicholson, they're all down here. We had 3 more refs on the sideline.
Good coaching staff for Santa Barbara, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Jaime Melgoza, their former head coach, Udi Loza, Pancho Renteria, Paul Nicholson, Martin Molina, Mike Ariano, the special teams coach, and strength coach Monty Nash. They have done a great job after Stone took over interim status in late July.
Talked to JT before the game, and he was happy to have all these fine gentlemen on his staff. He said he had some of the old school guys, Pancho Renteria, that set a lot of career records at Santa Barbara High. Martin Molina, one of the 3 Molina brothers that played O-line at Santa Barbara. Udi Loza, another great, outstanding former Santa Barbara Dom player. So very happy to have all these guys on his staff.
Rusty loved Udi Loza. Always talked glowingly about Udi and his football knowledge and his experience. That was one of his favorite coaches on the Don staff year in and year out. 2nd and 23, 2 minutes to go. Roberts on a handoff, and hello, Davison gets a wake-up call for about 8:30 in the evening by the Dons defense. That was Junior Garcia laying the lumber on Davison right there. And you see Angel heading off. Santa Barbara is going to utilize that hit to call a timeout.
And Junior Garcia just laying the wood on that one. You could hear the pop all the way up here. Outstanding tackle on the field.
No gain on the play, but Santa Barbara will stop the clock with 1:45 to go. in a 7-7 ball game. Exciting high school football from Dos Pueblos, brought to you by the Santa Barbara Chicken Ranch. For the best chicken and tri-tip in town, it is the best Santa Barbara Chicken Ranch. Also brought to you in part by Cox8TV.com. Log on to Cox8 TV, check out all of the great programming, the free zone, and you can watch high school football as well. It's Cox8TV.com. There's a young Dons fan right in front of us, the Santa Barbara sideline.
That's actually
fans young and old.
That's my wife and my son and my baby, the twins.
How about that?
Came over here to support Daddy. They keep waving at me, and I'm trying to pay attention to the game.
Good to see the Zamora family here. Erica and all three of your children.
Yes, Jordan and Talia, the twins, and baby Mackenzie.
That's wonderful, Jeff. Absolutely wonderful. You're 3/5 of the way there to a basketball team.
Yeah, right? Almost.
1/3 for a baseball team.
But we're done.
You're done?
We're done. Yes.
Heck with the 8 is enough, huh?
Yeah,
3 is enough?
3 is enough.
Yeah. No John and Kate plus 8? Or,
no.
Yeah.
I'm bald for a reason.
No gain on that last play. Well, we said it was a big game. The Zamoras are here. Well, you know it's
right?
A big game. Great to have them in the audience. 4th and 23. Pierce again set to kick it away for the 4th time in this half. You see Garcia there lurking in your screen there on the near side. He's blocked a couple of punts this year. But before the Chargers can kick it away, a flag comes out, and that should be a delay of game, I would suspect, coming from the back judge. We'll wait and see.
On offense. 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
That is the call. Wally Burquez docking the Chargers 5 more yards on their 4th penalty of the half. DP 4 flags for 25. Santa Barbara has been penalized just once for 5 yards. Pierce gets a clean snap, hits another end-over-end kick that hits at the 39-yard line of Dos Pueblos and goes out of bounds. So a short kick will give Santa Barbara ample opportunity to perhaps get some points and the lead before the half, as the Dons will start at the Dos Pueblos 38. That was just a 19-yard punt by Austin Pierce.
There you see a shot of the scoreboard. So they have 42 seconds to work with before the half, so they're going to need to pick up the pace a little bit.
Dons are out of timeouts, so keep that in mind. Chargers trying to buckle up right now and keep it 7-7 on the scoreboard. Payas on 1st down is going down, courtesy of Austin Pierce, who wraps him up and throws him down at the 44.
Now, it's one thing that Santa Barbara definitely didn't need with no timeouts. You've got to throw the ball and hope you catch it and get out of bounds, or drop it so you can stop the clock. But taking a sack or running right now is not an option.
Pierce got him in the 1st quarter, 2nd sack for Austin. Now Payas from the 44 running for his life, trying to get out of bounds with 10 seconds to play, and he does so and will stop the clock with exactly 10 seconds. But it will bring up 3rd down. So the Dons really with only a chance at perhaps 1 play and then a field goal, or perhaps 2 plays should they elect to go for the end zone.
We had a nice shot there of Payas coming right at us, running, as John said, just heading straight for the sideline, knowing he had no timeouts. He had to get the stop clock, or the clock stopped, and couldn't chance getting stopped on the field.
So Payas sacked for 6 yards, now picks up 4, 10 seconds to go. 3rd down, he'll dump it off to Vallon. Vallon cuts left side at the 30, 20, 15, 10. He's gonna go all the way for a touchdown. Santa Barbara High School. With no time on the clock, there are no flags.
There you see a nice shot of Vallon celebrating with his teammates.
Oh, Vallon turned a simple little dump off into 6 points in the blink of an eye. What an explosive cut that he made to take it to the house. And Hugo Ronces will come on to add the extra point. And the Santa Barbara Dons with extreme momentum heading to the locker room as they score on the final play of the half. Their fans going wild in front of us as the Dons heading to the locker room with the lead. Pick with 3, they say. We want 7. Take a look.
There you see the replay. Paez dropping off to Valen, who starts up in the middle and breaks it out to the left side. He has Lyman in front of him, able to get some blocks. He just takes it around the side, able to squeeze in for a touchdown as the clock stopped to end the first half.
40 yards on the touchdown play. Paez, his 2nd touchdown pass of the half and his 10th of the season with no time left, gives the Dons, who have lost 4 of the last 5 in this series but come in as the favorite, it gives the Dons the lead here in the 2014 Crosstown Showdown. You see the halftime scoreboard there, courtesy of Village Properties. Dons 14, Chargers 7, both teams looking for their first Channel League victory of the season. Exciting half, Dons by 7. You're watching award-winning high school football, the 44th Crosstown Showdown, right here on Cox 8.
Backbeat, a show highlighting people that make a difference using music in our very own community.
Welcome back to Scott O'Leary Stadium. Halftime as Santa Barbara leads Dos Pueblos 14-7, and you take a look at the first half numbers. The Dons with a yardage advantage, 40 of those coming on the final play of the half. The pass to Daniel Valen, 92 passing yards as a result of 34 for DP. Chargers with a 20-yard advantage in rushing. Total yards, though, 133 to 95, and all 3 turnovers in this first half, Jeff, via the fumble. Recoveries by Freddie Zavala and Junior Garcia for the Dons, resulting from the 2 Charger turnovers. Well, Daniel Hernandez, the co-captain middle linebacker for DP, recovered that Dons turnover, but you take away the 40 yards, that's really the difference in the game, both on the scoreboard and in total yards. It would be 95-93 Chargers without that final play of the half, but oh, what a final play it was.
Yeah, a big final play that Santa Barbara really needed, and they finished the half with a big bang.
We'll be ready for the second half kickoff in just a moment. We'll take a timeout. This is award-winning high school football on Cox 8. Dons, who deferred to the second half. Chargers will have the ball, and DP will take it out over the 30-yard line. So a pretty good field position for Dos Pueblos. It was Balderramo again, Vicente Baltadano, 5'9" junior on the run back. As you take a look at Vicente right there, had a big 49-yard receiving play a few weeks ago for the Chargers. Dos Pueblos, though, a murderer's row schedule, losing to #1 Newberry Park, to #2 Lompoc, and then #2 in a division called the Mid-Valley, Sierra Canyon, in 3 consecutive weeks.
Yeah, they really had a tough preseason schedule. You know, the hopes of the coaches to get them tough and ready for the Channel League, which I think it did. But at the same time, you know, it's hard to take those lumps that early in the season.
Newberry Park was #1 in the Northern Division, Lompoc #2 in the Northern Division, and the Trailblazers, Sierra Canyon, #2 in the Mid-Valley. DP has played 4 ranked teams this year in their first 7 games. 8 yards picked up on first down. So Roberts will hand off from the 40, and it should be a Charger first down as Davison plunges again behind that left side of his offensive line. Takes it to the 45 for a pickup of 5. High school football on Cox 8, brought to you by Montecito Bank and Trust, delivering flexible financial solutions. Stay with us after the ball game. Javier Quesada from Montecito Bank and Trust will be on the field with me, presenting the Player of the Game award. Davison, after the gain of 5 for the first down from his 45, will be dropped for a loss of a yard on his 9th carry of the ball game.
Santa Barbara Don's front 5, they're really getting a good push up front, able to stop Davison for a yard short.
Davison, 45 yards on the ground, 9 carries. That's an even 5 per. And he comes in averaging 5.3, so he's just about at his season average. He'll try the right side of the line this time on 2nd and 11. And Angel, who had a nice ball game last week, Jeff, 15 carries for 111 yards. That was a season high for Davison. So he's playing his best football at the right time. Gets a yard on that carry. Will bring up 3rd and 10, and a big play here early in this second half for the Charger offense. They trail 14-7. Roberts, who's gone all the way, the sophomore, rolls to his right, fires, intended for Pierce, but the ball in and out of the tight end's hands, incomplete, and the Chargers will have to kick it away on their opening series of the 3rd quarter. So Kellen Roberts, who started the game 3 of 3, has now misfired on his last 3 attempts. And DP sends Austin Pierce back. He does just about everything for the Chargers, both sides of the ball and special teams. He'll boot it away from his 35, hits a nice high kick, lands at the 30-yard line of Santa Barbara, and will roll out of bounds right there. So a 25-yard punt. High school football on Cox 8, the 44th Crosstown Showdown, brought to you by Village Properties, Realtors, Santa Barbara Real Estate, made easy. It's Village Properties. Also brought to you in part by Milpas Rental. A big thanks to Bob and Frank for their support of local high school football. It's Milpas Rental, equipment rental and sales. Great to have you with us. Our 23rd season of high school football on award-winning Cox 8. John Martini, Jeff Zamora with you. Week 2 of the Channel League season. It's week 8 overall in high school football. 4 weeks still before the playoffs, and a lot to play for both teams.
As we said earlier, a huge game for both teams, both coming in 0-1 in the Channel League, so both really need to win bad here. Been a really good battle the first half, and looks like starting the second half the same way.
A lot of action. It's been a good one so far. Figueroa on that last play picked up 4. He's been the Dons' leading rusher. Their leading receiver has been Daniel Vallon, and he hauls in another one. Boy, Vallon, who made that scintillating 40-yard touchdown, just picked up his 5th catch of the ball game as he takes it out to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 8 and a Dons first down.
Still early in the game, but Vallon putting himself in a nice position to possibly be named player of the game by Mr. Quezada.
He and Payas right now, 2 of the leading candidates for the Dons team that leads by 7. As you look at the junior quarterback, that last completion puts Payas exactly at 100 yards passing on the night. And you see Brent trying to move his players around, and I believe will get called for too much time. He was pleading for his flanker to move, and it's going to cost Santa Barbara 5 yards. Technically will be a procedure call, not a delay of game. But either way, 5 yards against the olive and gold.
Definitely some confusion there for his flanker and his receiver out there. Not sure which one's supposed to be up on the line and which one's supposed to be back. Cost them a penalty and 5 yards.
Santa Barbara's 3 wins this year. They've had a little bit of everything as Valen takes a nice handoff from the 30-yard line, and he's down that far sideline again. Boy, he has been a terror down that far sideline, and he does it one more time as he rips off 27 yards and a Don first down. Take a look at the electrifying Valen on this run.
And there you see Valen, he got the ball in an end around and able to come all the way around the backside of the field and break it off the left side of the sideline there, and steps out before being tackled for a nice gain and a first down for Santa Barbara.
He has 5 catches for 68 yards. That was his second run of the night, and he rips it off for 27. So the Dons with another first down at the DP 43. Well, Santa Barbara's 3 wins this year. They were trailing at the half by 1. They were tied at the half and were leading at the half. So they've been able to hold serve and come back. Those Pueblos, their only win this year against Santa Ynez, they were up comfortably at the half, 20-3. They were tied one other time at the half, but for the most part, DP has been behind after 30 minutes. Tonight, no exception. Figueroa picked up a yard on first down, so Payas will try, I say, one more time on 2nd and 9. And Figueroa, you see him there, hitching up his thigh pads, the 5'6" junior, about 150 pounds, and is dumped for a loss. He gives that yard right back.
Those Pueblos defensive front anticipating the run, got some nice pressure off the left side, able to stop Figueroa in his tracks, actually stopped him for a loss of 1. 3rd and 10, Santa Barbara.
A game that has featured 3 touchdowns, all of them via the pass. Payas with 2, Roberts with 1, now a double reverse to Valen. Marker comes out on 3rd and 10. So hold everything. Valen with a nominal gain of 2, maybe 3. But again, a marker draped at the Dos Pueblos 41-yard line. And this one appears to be a hold against the Dons. This is DP's final regular season home game. We'll have the Chargers next Friday night as we travel to Workington Stadium. Dos Pueblos at San Marcos.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat 3rd down.
So we'll have that game next week, Jeff. Then the night before Halloween, you and I will be in Carpinteria for the 70th renewal of the Hatfields and the McCoys, Bishop Diego Carpinteria. And then we'll have the big game, San Marcos and Santa Barbara at Peabody on Friday, November 7th. So we've got 4 excellent crosstown matchups here in the next 4 weeks for our Cox 8 viewers.
Always fun games to call.
So we are just getting going with some prime time matchups. And speaking of prime time, Austin Pierce gets his 3rd sack of the ball game as he dumps Payas for yet another loss. Take a look at big number 11 on this one.
There you see Payas dropping back, and he's in trouble, tries to get out of the grasp of Austin Pierce, but Pierce doing a great job of wrapping him up and taking him down for a loss. 4th and a long, long way to go for Santa Barbara, so they elect a punt on this one.
Another sack of 6 yards, 3rd sack of the night for Austin Pierce. And that brings out Brace in the punting unit, and Brace does it again. This one even better as he dumps it inside the 10, inside the 5, and it will be down at the 4-yard line. Outstanding punt, 50 yards by Bo Brace. Speaking of outstanding, it's the Santa Barbara Chicken Ranch, great sponsor of high school football. For the best chicken and tri-tip in town, it is the best Santa Barbara Chicken Ranch. Boy, what a huge punt there by Bo Brace, pinning the Chargers and Nate Mendoza, as you look at the 3rd-year head coach, back at their 4-yard line. 6:10 to play, 3rd quarter.
Davison breaks free at the 40, midfield, still on his feet, inside the 30, 25-20, Angel Davison gets the Charger fans up and erupting, roaring on the far side as he is dropped inside the 20-yard line at the 15. 81 yards for the brilliant senior tailback. And you see him getting mobbed there by his teammates.
Yeah, excellent shot at Davison on the sideline. His teammates just cheering him on and patting him on the back. Outstanding run by Davison.
1st and 10 from the 15. Roberts goes for the jugular, and it's incomplete. Beautifully thrown ball. Kyle Yee, the intended target, nearly came down with the tying score.
And that Dos Pueblos crowd over there really charged up. You can hear the buzz in the stadium all of a sudden with that big run that Davison had. All of a sudden, all the fans are standing up, and everybody's really getting into this rivalry.
Davison's longest run of the year by far, and now his season high with 127 yards on the ground. That was an electric run. He broke to midfield and got the crowd erupting. Then he broke another one at the 30, and the crowd went nuts again.
Yeah, it was amazing. That first one he broke off, and then he was able to cut back on the defender the last one and gain some more yards. A really athletic play on Davison's part.
He picks up 3 more on the play previous. It's an important 3rd and 7 here. Dons fans are making some noise, imploring their defense, and Davison trips up in the backfield, slips and falls at the 17-yard line. We'll see where they mark the ball. It'll be at the 16. Loss of 4 on the play, and we'll bring up 4th and 11. So Nate Mendoza will have to bring on his field goal unit. Nathan Garcia will come on to attempt a 33-yard field goal to bring the Chargers within 4. Good snap, plenty of leg on the ball, but no good as Garcia hooks it to the left. So a 33-yarder missed by Garcia keeps the game at 14-7. High school football on award-winning Cox 8, brought to you by Cox Home Security. Home protection, life connection, Cox Home Security. So Garcia, who had drilled a field goal earlier this year of 36 yards, his season long, misses here from 33. Payas going for it all on 1st down and overshoots Bo Brace, and that's tough to do at 6'6", but he overshot him by about 5 yards.
Overshot him. It looked like Bo Brace kind of mispositioned himself under that pass a little bit. He kind of lost the ball maybe in the lights or something, but good try going, stretching the field out, trying to get the defense to stretch out a little bit.
So Nathan Garcia misses from 33, 2nd and 10, 4:24, and both sides are fully engaged in this one right now, and I mean the crowds, not just the players.
Yeah, the decibel level definitely went up after the last couple series on both sides, and fans are really getting into this showdown now.
Davison's run brought the Charger fans to their feet, then the momentum swung right back on that missed field goal, with Davison slipping on the 3rd and 7. That got the Dons in a frenzy. So both sides right now really cranking up the decibels here at Scott O'Leary Stadium. Great to have you with us on Cox 8. Settle back and enjoy it all. 3:40 to go, 3rd quarter. Payas throws near side, but out of bounds. Trying to make the catch was Bigelow, but even if he comes down with it, he's well out of bounds.
Payas has to throw that pass under duress, getting a good push again for DP up front, forcing him out of the pocket where he's comfortable. they found out you let him sit in that pocket, he'll tear you apart, but you get him out of the pocket, get him out of his comfort zone, and really make him scramble.
Saw the flash of Cox8TV.com. You can catch all of our live in-game updates on Twitter at Cox8SB with our sweet tweeter, Carl Peanut Gibbons. Don's punting on 4th and 7. There goes that man again, Davison, as the Charger fans once again erupt. Davison takes the ball inside the Santa Barbara 20. We'll see where they mark it. Looks to be out at the 19. Take a look.
There you see Davison haul in the punt and able to start up out the middle, lit a couple of tackles, breaks it off to the right side. There you see Bo Brace. And Davison just lowers his head and just barrels into Bo Brace, who's able to stop him short of the touchdown. You know, it's funny, every time Davison gets the ball, you hear the crowd start going crazy over there, and it gets a little gasp of air over here, like, what's he going to do next?
Well, Davison last year against the Dons had punt returns of 60 and 22. He goes for 36 right here. Now Roberts on 1st and 10 from the Santa Barbara 19. Well, lost in all the hoopla, Jeff, is the fact that the Dons still lead by 7. Right. Chargers didn't score after that 81-yard play. They really need to try to score right here. 2 opportunities close in. They'd be ill-advised to come away with no points.
You're right. I think it'll be really deflating for their morale if they don't punch it in this time after being so close last time. So they really need this one.
2 drives that potentially could have given them the lead. Now they'll have to try for the tie on this drive. Roberts on 2nd and 8 is going to take it himself and gets dropped hard on his left shoulder pad, close to the 15-yard line. It will bring up 3rd down and about 6 for Dos Pueblos. Inside of 3 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. 44th annual Crosstown Showdown. Chargers all time lead the series 22-19 with 2 ties. DP has won 4 of the last 5. It will be Malik Harris from the 15, and Harris probes close to a Charger 1st down. That's going to be very close. They are going to move the ball back from the 9 closer to the 10. So I think that's going to result in it being short by about a yard. We'll call it a gain of 5 for Malik Harris on his 6th carry of this Crosstown Showdown. Brings up 4th, and we'll call it a short 2, long 1 for the Chargers. Roberts, play action, eludes 2 Dons, now steps up, fires, complete, touchdown, Dos Pueblos. Josh Flora, for the 2nd time tonight, finds the end zone, and the Chargers, with 1:43 to play in the 3rd quarter, are an extra point away from tying this one up.
Roberts doing a great job, flushed out of the pocket, he faked the handoff. It looked for a minute like he's going to run it, and he finds Flora in the back of the end zone and just flicks it to him for a touchdown.
Big extra point here for Dos Pueblos. Nathan Garcia puts it up and through the uprights, good. Let's take a look at the tying touchdown, a 10-yarder right here.
There you see Roberts eluding some tacklers, jumps and throws the ball and finds Flora in the back of the end zone, able to get some separation for the defensive back, and it's a touchdown for DP. And we talked about it earlier, John, that's something they really needed after getting stopped short the time before.
That was a lengthier pass, but a little bit of a Tim Tebow jump pass. Tebow doing that usually from the 1 or 2 yard line. That was a 10-yarder by Kellen Roberts. Exciting high school football on Cox 8, brought to you by Montecito Bank and Trust, delivering flexible financial solutions. Terrific ball game. 2 teams desperate for a Channel League win. Both teams giving it their all. Crowd is in it, and so are we. Players on both sides giving it their all right now. Another short kick. Valen will take advantage of it as he gets close to the Santa Barbara 35-yard line. You look at the scoreboard there at Scott O'Leary Stadium. Dos Pueblos 1-3 in this building this year, while the Dons have won 2 of 3 contests on the road. Kellen Roberts, his 8th touchdown pass of the season, his 2nd tonight. Josh Flora, who has both DP scores, with his 4th receiving touchdown of the 2014 season. 95 seconds to play, 3rd quarter. Brand new ball game, 14 apiece. Payas on his 19th pass of the night completes it on the far side of the field. Christopher Jellison, who came in tied with Valen with 34 catches, gets this one.
And there you see Payas finding Jellison in the flat for a quick 10-yard gain. Jellison, a past athlete of the week here, last couple of weeks, had a big game.
The kid they call Tick, Christopher Jellison. We'll tell you why in a moment. But Jellison, who did not have a catch in the first half, fresh legs, gets another one. But a marker shoots out as Jellison runs by it at midfield. You look at Jellison there, he's known as Tick, Jeff, because when he was a toddler trying to pronounce his name, Christopher, he'd say Tickifer. As a young toddler, Tickifer, Tickifer. Well, the name stuck. They call him Tick.
Holding.
He's sure stuck with the Dons, hasn't he? He's been a great talent for them this year.
Absolutely.
Holding on Santa Barbara will wipe out that catch with exactly 1 minute to play as you get a good look at Brent Payas. He hands off on 1st down and 18. Gives the ball to Sean Babcock, and Babcock there, frustrated at that stop, just flips the ball to the official. Loss of a yard on Sean's 2nd carry of this crosstown showdown.
Babcock nowhere to go on that run, got the handoff, and immediately had Charger defenders in his face.
Brent Payas, who has completed nearly 61% coming in tonight, was 10 of 15 at the half. That's 67%. And he fires another bullet here in the waning seconds of quarter number 3, hitting Blake Kelly on what may be the final play of this 44th Crosstown Showdown 3rd quarter edition. And it will. Clock will expire. Santa Barbara will be looking at a 3rd and 10 after that gain of 9 yards when we come back. End of 3 at Scott O'Leary Stadium. Great ball game. Dons 14, Chargers 14. Back with the 4th quarter in a moment. This is award-winning high school football right here on Cox 8.
Cox knows the key to getting the most out of the internet: speed. Which is why we're committed to always providing you with blazing fast speeds for all of your internet needs. Cox high-speed internet is simply faster than DSL, and it has Power Boost, an extra surge of speed to help you download videos, pictures, and large files all in the blink of an eye. Something you can't get from the phone company's internet service. So buckle up and surf the web at speeds you've only imagined with Cox high-speed internet.
We open the 4th quarter. John Martin, Jeff Zamora, 14 apiece. Kellen Roberts, Brent Payas, each with 2 touchdown passes. Chargers getting the equalizer just a moment ago. Dos Pueblos led 7-0 at the end of 1. Dons with 2 touchdowns in the 2nd quarter to lead 14-7 at the half. And Roberts just hitting Josh Flora a moment ago from 10 yards out, and we are deadlocked at 14. And now Santa Barbara's 3rd down play, Jeff. just got 5 yards longer. Delay of game will make it 3rd and 15 now for the Olive and Gold. They'll have it at their 40-yard line.
And that's a tough one for Coach Stone coming out of the quarter break. To take a delay of game is a huge penalty.
It's easy to see when JT is not happy. He takes the headsets off. Payas, under some heavy rush, had 4 receivers in the pattern, but had to airmail it out of bounds. Was looking once again for Blake Kelly, but that ball well overthrown. Heavy rush by Dos Pueblos.
Yeah, Payas just having to get rid of the ball. Threw it about 5 yards out of bounds, just trying to get rid of it and avoid taking the sack.
So the Charger defense stiffens on the first play of the 4th quarter. DP poised to get it back. Bit of a high snap, but it's not a problem for the 6'6" Brace. He pulls it down without incident and hits a low line drive punt that will take a Don's roll and will come to rest at the 18-yard line. It's a 42-yard punt by Brace on his 4th effort of the night. That one there was his 2nd best punt. He had a 50-yarder in the 3rd quarter. DP, as you look at Joe Sundek Zamora, Charger basketball coach, brother of Jeff up here in the booth. Yep. Local celebrity, it says. That's as well.
It. Yeah, and that was one of his modeling pictures from back in the day. Well known for his golden tan.
Fortunately for Joe, he's unaware of that as he stands on the sidelines.
I'm sure I'll hear that.
You'll hear about it sooner, not later.
Big brother will not be happy.
It's great to see Joe at the ball game.
Absolutely, over there with his son.
Terrific teacher and coach. He was my daughter's favorite teacher while she attended this school. Just loved him to death. And I'm sure you do too.
Absolutely. My big brother, love him to death.
As I said, the varsity basketball coach here at Dos Pueblos. DP with a gain of 7. Roberts will hand to Davison, and he runs right into the waiting arms of Junior Garcia. Garcia already has a fumble recovery tonight, and as we said, he has been a one-man wrecking crew at times for head coach JT Stone. That's a big play right there, Jeff. Loss of 3. So it turns 2nd and 2 into a 3rd and 5 here for the Chargers. Kellen Roberts, sophomore quarterback, 65% completion percentage himself, goes to the air and completes the pass. What should be good enough for a Charger first down. They needed 5. That one looks to be a gain of 9 or 10, depending on the spot. And they'll move it to the 32, so a pickup of 10 and a DP first down. High school football on Cox 8, brought to you by Village Properties. To view local listings, tune to the Village Properties Real Estate Channel, number 1890. Village Properties Realtors. 1st and 10. Roberts in the pocket, unable to find a receiver, and the pocket collapsed rather quickly as Adam Ebling drops him. That'll be right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, so it will not be a sack, but brings up 2nd and 10. Boy, big games tonight for Payas, Valen, Figueroa, Kelly for the Dons, Davison, Flora for the Chargers. Who's going to be the hero with 9:20 to play, 14 apiece? Chargers on the ground, turning the corner. That was Malik Harris on his 7th carry of the night. Runs right into Santa Barbara's Adam Ebling once again.
There you saw a nice shot of Harris coming back to the huddle. Did a really good job of stretching the field out and able to make that turn around the side and what looked like a loss to a nice little gain. So it's 3rd down and short for Dos Pueblos at the 37.
Harris, 35 yards in a game this year, his season high. 3rd down and 3. And the pass caught by Josh Flora will be good enough for another 1st down. That's a gain of 6 on 3rd and 3. Move the chains.
Great job of the receiver to dig that ball up. Low pass, able to haul it in.
High school football on Cox 8, brought to you by Milpas Rental. Serving our community for over 60 years, Milpas Rental. 4th catch for Flora. 2 of them have gone for touchdowns. 4 for 40 in the ball game. And now Roberts doing his jump pass again, throws it into the wrong hands. Carter Soto down the left sideline, is going to take it all the way for a touchdown. Santa Barbara High School. Jump pass with not enough on it. Soto read it, stepped in front, and takes it for a pick 6.
Soto with a great job of just staying home, focusing in on the quarterback in his eyes. As soon as he saw his jump, he broke for the ball and intercepted it and broke it off for a touchdown. Outstanding play by Soto and the Dons defense.
Santa Barbara's 9th interception of the year. Dos Pueblos suffering a pick 6 last week. In fact, 2 of them in recent weeks. And the Chargers get burned again with a pick 6. This one gives Santa Barbara the lead, 21-14. As I said, the 9th interception of the year for the Dons. Enholm is their leader with 4 picks. Carter Soto, I believe his 1st interception of the year.
He couldn't have picked a better time.
He has 1 fumble recovery this year, but that was his 1st pick of the year. And you nailed it. Right man at the right time.
And you hear the Santa Barbara fans starting to erupt as they take the lead with 8 minutes left in the 4th quarter.
About a 35-yard interception return unofficially to give the Dons the lead, and now the Chargers at home have to answer back. Return by Rosso Royce, the 5'9" senior cornerback. You see Royce there jogging off the field as he returns it to the 32-yard line. High school football on Cox 8, brought to you by the Santa Barbara Chicken Ranch. For the best chicken and tri-tip in town, it is the best Santa Barbara Chicken Ranch. (21-14), Dons leading the Chargers on the road. DP trying to answer back. They still have 8 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. On 1st down, DP goes to their bread and butter. That's Angel Davison. And the Channel League's 5th leading rusher will take it out to the 40-yard line for a gain of 8. Solid pickup.
5th leading rusher coming into this game, but after tonight's performance, I anticipate him climbing up those charts significantly.
He has 131 so far on 15 carries in this ball game. He'll get the call for number 16 right here. And Davison again, tough to bring down, slips a tackle at the 45, takes it over midfield, and will have a Charger 1st down at the Santa Barbara 47-yard line. Gain of 13. Take a look at Davison.
There you see Davison. Looks like he's going to get taken down in the backfield, but he shrugs off the tackle and able to avoid a couple more and gets a nice 12-yard gain. Davison just showing his athleticism. He's the younger brother of Devin Davison, who was the starting point guard for Dos Pueblos a couple years back. So comes from a very athletic family.
How he has only 1 touchdown this year, I'll never know. He has been ripping off double-digit gains consistently all year. but for some reason has been unable to hit the end zone with regularity. But he has 144 yards now on 16 carries. Timeout taken by Santa Barbara here to try to slow down this Charger Express. Just a reminder, you can watch all the great shows on Cox8TV.com, like award-winning Backbeat, and of course award-winning high school football, and get Twitter updates, live game, in-game updates on Twitter at CoxSB with Carl Givens. There's a good look at us up here tonight. Mid-October evening, the weather gorgeous again this Indian summer. There's Carl, our sweet tweeter, up here on press row. So glad you're with us for our 23rd year of award-winning high school football. John Martini, Jeff Zamora, Carl Givens up here in the booth.
Carl Peanut Givens, the sweet tweeter. I like it. I was wondering what you're doing over here on your iPhone and tweeting the whole time. That's awesome.
Well, I knew Carl was anything but plain, so he had to be Peanut.
There you go. The man with many nicknames. I'm sure there's some more out there we could use.
As many nicknames as talents, too, which is a good thing. 1st and 10. Dos Pueblos from the 47. Trying to make this drive about Angel Davison. And the Charger tailback continues to grind out more yardage and grind closer to the Santa Barbara goal line. He picks up 6 right there. 2nd and 4, Davison, 150 yards. Barrett Burns is in the game for Dos Pueblos at quarterback, and he spots Austin Pierce, who catches inside the 10. Pierce will be dropped inside the 10-yard line at about the 8. It'll be 1st and goal. Barrett Burns, who came into the ball game, completes that pass for 33 yards. 1st and goal, DP.
Burns coming in doing a great job finding Austin Pierce, who's able to take the ball down, as you said, 1st and goal DP, and all of a sudden, just like that, momentum has shifted and DP's right back in this thing.
First catch of the game for Pierce. Burns, the senior, finds him. So from the 8, Chargers will hand off once again to Davison. Still plenty of time. You see the scoreboard clock. Just over 6.5 minutes to go. Davison will take the ball down to the 6-yard line. Gain of 2 will bring up 2nd and goal for Dos Pueblos. Nate Mendoza, you saw him hitch the pants up ever so quickly, fully engaged in this drive in which he hopes will end in a tying score. Burns is hit once, now will be dropped for a loss. They'll drop him at about the 7-yard line. Loss of 2. First sack for the Dons defense tonight.
Burns doing a great job of holding onto that football because he was hit from the blind side, didn't even see it coming. Very easily could have popped the football out, so great job of protecting that thing.
Yep, loss of 2 doesn't look so bad when you consider the alternative. If he loses the ball there, it's a disaster. Good point, Jeff. 3rd and goal. We'll call it at the 8-yard line, so a loss of 3 on the sack. Burns under center, hands to Davison. Angel can't get outside. He is thrown down like a rag doll at the 10 by Adam Ebling. What another big play by the senior linebacker for Santa Barbara.
There you see Davison take the handoff. He's trying to get around the end, and Ebling just grabs him with 2 hands full of jersey and just slams him to the grass. Nice tackle by Ebling and great pursuit.
Adam Ebling, who scored the Dons' first touchdown on just his 3rd catch of the season to tie the game at 7, has made 2 stellar plays on defense. And the Chargers will have to mull a 4th and goal from the 10, down by 7. Award-winning high school football on Cox 8, the 44th Crosstown Showdown, brought to you by Cox Home Security. Home protection, life with connection. It's Cox Home Security. Santa Barbara 3-4. Dos Pueblos 1-6. Both teams 0-1 in league. Both teams desperately need a win to have any hopes of a Channel League championship. 5 teams in the league, 2 automatic berths. You figure Ventura is pretty secure for one of those 2 the way they look.
Yeah, they looked really, really tough last week. I anticipate them being one of the top teams to beat Channel League.
So that leaves 1 automatic between these 2, San Marcos and Buena. 4th and goal. Burns looks for the end zone. Touchdown, Dos Pueblos. Blake Irwin, the sophomore wide receiver, hauls it in with 4:55 to play, and the Charger faithful are up and roaring here at the O. What a call, what a catch by Blake Irwin. Now the all-important extra point. Good snap, good hold, and that one a no-doubter is drilled by Garcia to tie the game for the 3rd time tonight. 7-0, 7-7, 14-7, 14 apiece, 21-14, 21-21. Blackjacks on the board here at Scott O'Leary Stadium.
You said it.
Still 4:55 to play.
Blackjack on the scoreboard and chess on the field.
Remember, in league play, there is overtime, so this game will not end in a tie. 4th down and 10 play. Barrett Burns off the bench, out of the bullpen for Nate Mendoza, the former baseball player himself and Charger baseball coach. Goes to his right-hander, Burns, and he pays off, throws a strike to Blake Irwin. Now the Dons will have it from the 15-yard line. Sean Babcock will return up the near side and is knocked out of bounds in front of his team's bench. Up near the 34 is where they'll spot the ball. So not a bad return, 19 yards for Sean Babcock. 5'11" junior gives Santa Barbara good field position. Barrett Burns 2 for 2 on that drive, Jeff, for 43 yards.
And you talked about it pre-game, you know, both these quarterbacks able to bring something to this team, and Burns did an outstanding job, 2 for 2 for a touchdown. Couldn't ask for anything more from his senior off the bench.
Payas on 1st down will hand off to Isai Figueroa, and he gets planted down hard. Good tackle there. That was Eric Botello, the honorable mention all-Channel Leaguer from a year ago. Boy, he's something special, Jeff. He was on varsity at the age of 14 years old as a freshman.
Wow.
That's unheard of.
That is.
That's Alex Mack territory.
Right.
Doing something like that.
Well, this is one sport. If you're a freshman playing varsity football, you're a stud.
1 yard picked up by Figueroa. Payas with a quick pump fake, but had no designs to throw it all. That was a run all the way. And Brent will get out of bounds to stop the clock, and immediately gets counseling from his mentor, JT Stone.
JT right there at the sticks. As soon as he crossed the sideline, he's in his ear, letting him know what he wants to do, what play, what to look for. Great coach, mentor right there in Coach Stone.
So Figueroa gains 1. Payas, no gain on his scramble. Brings up 3rd and 9 from the Santa Barbara 35-yard line. 21 apiece. Big play here for the Dons. And Austin Pierce not only bats it down, he almost made the interception. Oh, what a play by number 11.
Wow, tremendous athletic ability right there. Austin Pierce bats it down, just falls off the fingertips. If he would have hauled that in, he had nothing but grass ahead of him and a touchdown for sure.
He had the 33-yard catch to set up the tying score. He has 3 sacks tonight, and he almost came down with an INT right there. But again, he bats down another 3rd down play. So Brace will have to kick it away. Low punt, hits at the Charger 40, will take a very nice Santa Barbara roll and will be downed at the 29-yard line by Angel Cuevas. You see number 33 there for the Dons on special teams. They'll mark the ball officially at the 30. So a 40-yard punt by Brace with the roll. Those Pueblos now will have a chance to break the stalemate with 3:49 to go in the 4th quarter. Winds were in the area early. It's calmed down a little bit as the evening has worn on. Some gusts here and there. Barrett Burns, 2nd series, back on the field. Both teams now with 2 timeouts. Remember, Chargers called one earlier, as did the Dons. And a pickup of 2 on that play for the Charger quarterback. The only scores in this quarter, Carter Soto, a 35-yard interception return for the Dons. But DP comes back on 4th and 10. Burns to Blake Irwin to tie it up. Now 2nd and 8 from the 32, and another short gain, this time Malik Harris, but he is dropped in his tracks with 3 minutes to play in regulation.
Malik taking the handoff, had both hands wrapped around it. I don't think he saw the defender who fell to the ground. He just kind of tripped over him. Lucky break for Santa Barbara there, and tough break for Malik.
We'll have our player of the game on the field at the conclusion of the game. At this juncture, it's anybody's guess. Player of the game could be determined here in the final few minutes. 3rd and 8, big play here. Dons fans are up, imploring their defense, and the defense will respond as Burns goes down. Adam Ebling, having a whale of a game for Santa Barbara, makes another huge play.
And you can see Ebling just inching up to the line at the end over here on the left, and he had a clear shot at Burns. Went in untouched and able to get him down for the sack and stop him on 3rd and long and force a punt from Dos Pueblos. With 1:56 and the clock ticking, that's huge. It would be interesting to see if we have enough time for Santa Barbara to score.
So both teams have had 1 possession in the final 5 minutes. Both are resulting in punts as Pierce airmails one. Chargers are going with the wind. It should be noted, the wind's coming out of the canyon here from the northern side of Scott O'Leary Stadium to the south. And that punt there, you can see, whistled quite substantially compared to the Dons punts going the other way. 5 yards marked off against DP. 5th Charger penalty of the night. Both teams have 5 penalties. Once again, Pierce will kick it away. Dons came for the block, unable to get it. Ball was touched by Vallon. Now he picks it up, and he's out of bounds, I believe, right near the 20-yard line. Dangerous play there for a moment. Vallon mishandled it briefly before picking it up, then stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, that punt when it hit the grass took a funny bounce, and he's trying to decide whether to grab it or not. I think he was kind of wishy-washy, and then when he did, it kind of slipped out of his hands. Fortunately for him and the Dons, he was able to get it back and get out of bounds. That would have been a costly turnover right there at this juncture.
These two teams, Jeff, played the longest game in Channel League history back in 2005, a triple overtime game. Matt Houston of the Chargers, 5 touchdowns in the game, but Santa Barbara won it on a field goal, 38-35. Are we headed for overtime again tonight? We'll see if Payas and the Dons can put up some points here. They're down to 1:14. Payas with a short pass near side that will pick up 4 yards. But time is a-running. Santa Barbara is going to need to do more than that. They also have to avoid a costly turnover here. Payas is going to scramble on 2nd and 6. Runs into a host of Chargers. Look at the blue shirts surround Payas on that play.
Dos Pueblos defense doing a great job of swarming to the ball, able to stop him short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and long.
They'll mark the ball at the 17. Or check that, the 27-yard line is where they put it down. We'll bring up 3rd down and about 5. Santa Barbara burns a timeout as you look at J.T. Stone, or that's the Charger side, I beg your pardon. Dons calling their 2nd timeout. 50 seconds left. There's J.T. You see the scoreboard? Santa Barbara with 1 timeout remaining. Payas picking up 2 yards on that scramble. We'll bring up, as I said, 3rd and 5. Ball at the Santa Barbara 27. Well, big play for both teams. Dons, if they kick it away after this play, would still give DP one last chance in regulation. And the Chargers have 2 timeouts.
And the wind at their back, as you pointed out earlier, so a punt into the wind could be a short one.
Let's see what happens here. 3rd and 5, fans on their feet. Payas hits Kelly, and Kelly's going to have a Santa Barbara first down as he takes it over the 35-yard line. That will be a gain of 9. Blake Kelly's 4th catch of the ball game. Clock continues to run, down to 40 seconds. Payas, 1st and 10, is going to air it out deep down the left sideline, looking for a brace at 6'6", and it's intercepted instead. Picked off by the Chargers. Coming out with the football is Rosso Royce, the senior cornerback, with a huge play. 5'9" against 6'6". Royce with position, comes down with the pigskin.
Let's take a look. Here you see Payas looking for Bo Brace the whole way. They both go up. For a minute, it looks like Brace has it, but the DP defender's able to wrestle it away, and they're saying DP ball the other way. Turnover.
Turnovers are now 2 apiece. Chargers, however, have just 30 seconds to play. Ball is at their 35. A field goal will win it. Any score will win it. Barrett Burns is going to take it himself to the 40, trying to get out of bounds, and we'll see if he did. Play took 10 seconds off the clock. We're down to 20. They do say he's out of bounds at the 43-yard line, so a gain of 8, and it does stop the clock. Now the Chargers are going to have to pass.
Yes.
8 yards for 10 seconds isn't going to do it. They flood the near side as you look at Burns. Hands on hips, surveying the scene. He looks to the right. 3 receivers that way, but he's going to run again. Gets to midfield, and again will be banged out of bounds. Boy, the Dons, Jeff, have to be careful here about a late hit. They cannot afford a 15-yard penalty in this juncture.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. This is the time of the game where they really need to keep their heads on straight, focus on the core value of the game, and get it taken care of.
That one picked up 13 yards to the Santa Barbara 44 and took only 7 seconds. The difference, Burns didn't hesitate. He just took off and ran. 13 seconds, 1st and 10 at the Santa Barbara 44. Burns again out of the shotgun, a four-man Dons front, firing over the middle, and the pass is incomplete. Josh Flora was the intended target. That one, though, perhaps closer to being picked off by Santa Barbara's Jeremiah Nicholson.
Santa Barbara coming out with their large defensive back package, so they had plenty of center fielders out there to defend that ball.
Nicholson has 2 of the Dons' 9 interceptions this year. Nearly had his 3rd right there. That one took 6 seconds off the clock. DP is going to use their 2nd of 3 timeouts. So each team with 1 timeout remaining, but only 7 seconds off the clock. You got to try to run something to the sidelines, 10, 15 yards perhaps, and then try a long field goal to win it at the gun. Kickers this year, well, Nathan Garcia is now 1 of 3 with the miss tonight. His long is 36 yards. So to be in his range, they would need about 25 yards on this play. Can you go 25 yards in 7 seconds becomes another predicament.
Right. Then factor in the wind a little bit. With the wind to his back, you might be able to kick it a little farther out. So be an interesting call here for DP.
In case it goes to overtime, Ronsis, incidentally, his long this year is 35 yards. So they're both equal in range at this point. Fans are on their feet. Burns goes to the sideline, complete, out of bounds with 4 seconds. That one took only 3 seconds. Boy, if they get another 3-second pass like that, they may have a shot at a field goal. Line of scrimmage was the 44. That one down to the 33. Gain of 11. Flora on the catch. Now 5 for 51 yards. Boy, if they get another 11-yard play, Jeff, they'd have a shot at about a 39-yard field goal. And DP is going to burn their final timeout.
Coach Mendoza over there on the sideline with his assistant coaches having a discussion of what to do.
Boy, that's a tough call. You might want to save the timeout, but at the same time, you only have 4 seconds either way. They have got to run that same type of play that took only 3 seconds, get out of bounds to give themselves a field goal chance. Or you fake a short route, maybe go for it all, try to catch the Dons off guard. So Santa Barbara, they need to be wary of a long bomb here for the win.
Absolutely. Which, if they're looking for that, it's going to free up that short out pattern. So kind of a tough situation for the defense. You have to play them long, but if you play them long, you're giving up that short, which is going to maybe cost you a field goal. So the chess match, as we said earlier, continues.
Yep, Santa Barbara needs to keep them inbounds and take 4 seconds. So let's see what happens here from the Santa Barbara 33. Burns out of the shotgun, 4-man rush. They are going for it all, and Nicholson with the breakup. Jeremiah, 6 feet, sophomore, breaks it up. No time on the clock, and we are headed for overtime here at Scott O'Leary Stadium. Where else would you rather be on a Friday night?
Nowhere but here, that's for sure.
End of regulation from the Scott O'Leary Stadium. We are headed for overtime. This 44th Crosstown Showdown shaping up to be a classic. Back with the overtime when we return. This is award-winning high school football on Cox 8.
Backbeat, a show highlighting people that make a difference using music in our very own community.
What a start to our 23rd season of award-winning high school football, Jeff. Ball at the 25-yard line, alternate possessions. Each team will have one timeout in overtime, and all plays are untimed, so no more clock. Each team will have a chance to possess the football. Teams will alternate possession, so the Chargers will start on defense for the first overtime. They would be on offense to start the second overtime.
Yeah, not very often you see overtime games around here. You see members of the crowd looking at each other. What do we do? What's going to happen? How does it work? Not too familiar territory here.
So 1st and 10 from the 25, first overtime. Junior Garcia gets the carry. He's got fresh legs. That's a great job by JT Stone to put Garcia in, and you see him right there. Now he's not totally fresh. He's played all night on defense, but he picks up some yardage there. But after the play, I believe a penalty is going to be assessed against Santa Barbara. Holding. Oh, they're going to take it back.
1-0, one white.
I thought perhaps they were going to get Garcia for an excessive celebration there, but that's not the call. It's a hold. So that wipes out the run all the way back to the 29-yard line. So he'll get credit for 6 yards before the hold. First down and 14 officially. And Payas spots Vallon down to the 20-yard line. Gain of 9. Let's take a look.
DC Payas finds Vallon right there. Nobody near him. Able to catch the ball and take it down for a 10-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 5 for Santa Barbara.
Daniel Vallon, 6 catches, 77 yards. 2nd and 5 now. Garcia gets the call this time from the 20. And around end on the right side. Inside the 15, close to the 10. Goes the Dons running back. He's their leading rusher coming in with 197 yards. He's over 200 now on the season. And we've got a Charger shaken up at the DP 11-yard line. You see him right there being attended to immediately by the Chargers training staff. Boy, they were out attending to him quicker than you could say player down. Great job there by the athletic training staff. Just a reminder, award-winning high school football on Cox 8, brought to you by who else? Montecito Bank and Trust, a trusted financial partner to businesses of all sizes. And by Village Properties. To view local listings, tune to the Village Properties Real Estate channel, number 1890. It's real estate made easy at Village Properties. Tonight's award-winning Cox 8 high school football game also brought to you by Milpas Rental. A big thanks to Bob and Frank for their support of local high school football. They provide the scaffolding for our cameramen. Chargers shaken up. Blake Irwin, who had the game-tying touchdown catch on that 4th and 10 play at the 4:55 mark of the 4th quarter.
Nice to see Blake shake it off there and jog off the field under his own strength. These kids giving it their all out here in this crosstown rivalry. Nice to see the sportsmanship, Santa Barbara fans cheering him on as he jogs off.
Boy, Jeff, the Dons have done a great job of forgetting about that holding call. 11 yards picked up by Garcia, gives them a 1st and goal at the 9. Payas now will hand to Garcia. And the Baby Bull inside the 5, fighting for additional yards. He's going to get close to the 3, I believe. We'll see where they mark the ball, but look at Junior Garcia. He has been an emotional leader for the Dons team this year. They say he doesn't say much. He lets his playing do his talking.
And that's the type of player that every coach wants to coach, somebody that lets their play do the talking and not their mouths. Great example of how athletes should be out here.
2nd and goal from the 3. Garcia once again fighting to the 1, stretches the ball across the goal line. Touchdown, Santa Barbara High School. And the Dons in the first overtime draw first blood here at Scott O'Leary Stadium. An impressive march considering that first down holding play. Undaunted Santa Barbara, unfazed by that holding call, then marches 29 yards for a go-ahead score.
And Junior Garcia just doing it, taking the team on his back and just plowing into across the goal line for a touchdown.
Extra point, a very high kick is up and it is good. Extra point puts the Dons ahead by a score of 28-21. So Dos Pueblos will have a chance in the first overtime to answer back. Remember, you can go for 2 at any time as well. Not until the 3rd overtime are you forced to go for 2. Junior Garcia, 3-yard touchdown run on his 3rd carry of this drive. So now the Chargers must score 7 points to continue this game. They will have it as well at their opponent's 25-yard line. Dons fans chanting defense. Barrett Burns, who just tied the game with a touchdown pass, will hand off to Angel Davison on first down. Ball came loose, but the officials say Davison was clearly down and whistled immediately as who else? Junior Garcia came out with the ball just in case.
There's a nice shot at Junior doing it on both sides of the ball tonight.
Angel Davison, a loss of a yard. Garcia trying to win this game by himself. Didn't I say he's won some games by his lonesome for the Dons this year? He's trying to do it again. 2nd down, 11 from the 26. Burns, pass to Yee. Yee is going to get dragged down, held in check, and then thrown to the ground by Santa Barbara's Adam Ebeling. Boy, he has made big play after big play tonight. Take a look at this one.
Burns throwing the ball out to Yee right here. You see Ebeling just grabbing his jersey with both hands and just slinging him to the ground. Nice tackle by Ebeling. And it's 3rd and long for Dos Pueblos.
Dons fans are on their feet. Kyle Yee, his first catch of the night, but it goes for a loss of 2. 3rd and 13. Chargers need to get to the 15-yard line. They have 2 plays in which to do so. Burns, straight back drop, now flushed, nowhere to go. Flag comes out as Burns is dropped at the 30-yard line. But what's the flag all about? Important call here. Is it a hold or is it a face mask? It's a face mask against Santa Barbara.
There you saw the replay of Burns getting brought down, but by his face mask. We'll see if it's a 5 or a 15.
Freddie Zavala brought him down. JT Stone is interested in the call as well as the official comes to the sidelines.
The ref signaling it's a 15. He's saying that he didn't just get a hold of the face mask, but he pulled it, twisting the head, which is an automatic 15-yard penalty.
So referee Mike Cano will step off the 15 yards. Actually will be half the distance to the goal line. It'll be a 13-yard mark-off, but that's moot right now. It's an automatic first down, which is the most important thing on the Dons' 7th penalty of the night. It gives Dos Pueblos a fresh set of downs. From the 15. Burns gonna tuck it under, gets to the 10, gets to the 5. Ball comes loose. What are they saying? Ball down? Referees trying to get the Dons back on the field. They thought they won the game. If it is a fumble, it was recovered by DP. So either way, Chargers will have the ball. Was recovered by Dylan Darga, the center. So no indication if the runner was down or a recovered fumble. The ball is just shy of the 5-yard line, Jeff, so it will be 2nd down and inches. Burns will get credit for 9 yards.
The motion's running high here. You see a lot of the Santa Barbara players and coaches running on the field. They need to be careful because it's the 2nd warning they've gotten.
Great opportunity for DP here. They can call just about anything. 2nd and less than a yard. They're going to sweep it left side for Davison. Angel trying to get outside, and we'll have to see where they mark him out of bounds on the far side of the field. Look at Angel, full of emotion on a Friday night. It's going to be a 1st down. Now, football went from one side of the line to the other, but that's all he needed. So Davison officially will gain a yard, puts him at 150 on the night on 21 carries.
You'd love to see a kid get so happy over a 1-yard gain. You know, something they dreamed their whole life of. Crosstown rivalry, 1st down in overtime. Just couldn't be happier.
1st and goal from the 5. And on 1st down, Burns with a straight line buck. It was Davison, who else, who got the carry. Angel takes it down to about the 4-yard line. Gain of a yard, 3 plays left, barring penalties. Are you having fun, folks?
Absolutely. I believe everybody here is. Everybody's standing, nobody's sitting.
Both sides yelling their lungs out. 2nd and goal from the 4. Handoff again. Davison diving close to the 2-yard line. Again, ball squirted out, but after he was down. Boy, Jeff, on every play, the Dons fans just willing a fumble, hoping for a fumble. They think every loose ball is theirs.
Absolutely.
Davison gains 2, down to the 2. 3rd and goal. Ball spotted on the far side, left hash mark, toward the south end zone at Scott O'Leary Stadium. Burns, the senior, under center. Double tight ends, I formation with split receivers. And DP, or is it Santa Barbara, the Dons on defense will utilize their only timeout. And again, as you mentioned, half of the Dons coaching staff is on the field. The officials trying to pull them back. So Santa Barbara burns their timeout. They are now out of timeouts for the overtime. DP has theirs remaining. Exciting high school football. The 44th Crosstown Showdown, brought to you by the Santa Barbara Chicken Ranch. We're the best chicken and tri-tip in town. It is the best. Wind starting to pick up again here in Galena. John Martini, Jeff Zamora. 44th annual renewal of a terrific rivalry that started back in 1971. Third down and goal at the 2. Chargers now with a bit of a different formation following the timeout. They get rid of one tight end, 2 backs, 2 receivers behind Barrett Burns. Pitch toss to Davison. Angel fighting for the end zone. Is he in? No signal yet. Trying to unpile the bodies, and I think they're going to say he's short of the end zone. No signal yet. Davison ruled short. ball right on the goal line. So Angel will get 1 yard on the play, but he needs one more.
1 long yard. The longest yard, right?
Boy, that was close. I thought he may have stretched it on the line, but the officials say knee was down, and it's where the ball is once that knee touches. And that's usually earlier than the conclusion of the play. So when you see the final part of it, ball probably is on the line, but the knee is touched prior. Referees were right there on the line to make the call. And I think they got it right.
I believe they got it right as well. Great call.
So it comes down to this. Judgment Day at DP. 4th and goal, first overtime. Chargers need a yard and an extra point to keep this one going. Dons need a stop of any kind. The selfish part of me wants this game to keep going all night. It's been that good.
Absolutely. Great game. Great high school game. What a way to start it off.
Mike Cano in the center of the pile there. He has seen plenty of these crosstown rival games. Whistle at the ready. Nate Mendoza still cracking a little bit of a smile there briefly. 4th and goal. Chargers put 3 on the left side. Burns on a keeper. And a flag comes out, and we'll see if this is a procedure against DP. It's going to mark him back to the 5-yard line. Wow. Critical flag right there. Will make the Chargers' 4th down play a bit more difficult. Keep in mind, though, they scored the tying touchdown on a 4th and 10. So they have proven they can score anywhere on the field. 6th Charger penalty. Once again, 4th down and goal from the 5. Chargers need a touchdown. If the Dons hold, they will win their 4th game of the year. Burns out of the shotgun, Davison to his left. Barrett looks, fires, and the pass is broken up, incomplete. Santa Barbara wins. Pass was intended for Josh Flora, broken up by Russell Enholm, the all-Channel League defensive back who has 4 interceptions already this year. He quiets the Charger crowd as he bats it away, and Santa Barbara moves to 1-1 in the Channel League. They move to 4-4 on the season with a thrilling road overtime win here at Dos Pueblos. Terrific ball game. Dons 28, Chargers 21. Stay with us for the post-game show. Javier Quesada will join me on the field for the Montecito Player of the Game Award here at O'Leary Stadium. Once again, the final score as the players shake hands at midfield. Santa Barbara 4-4 on the year, 1-1 in Channel League play as they outlast Dos Pueblos in overtime, 28-21. This is the 44th annual Crosstown Showdown. You're enjoying it all on award-winning Cox 8.
Cox knows the key to getting the most out of the internet: speed. Which is why we're committed to always providing you with blazing fast speeds for all of your internet needs. Cox high-speed internet is simply faster than DSL, and it has Power Boost, an extra surge of speed to help you download videos, pictures, and large files all in the blink of an eye. Something you can't get from the phone company's internet service. So buckle up and surf the web at speeds you've only imagined with Cox high-speed internet.
John Martini on the field postgame in a classic 44th annual Crosstown Showdown. The Santa Barbara High School Dons in overtime outlast the host Dos Pueblos Chargers 28-21 as Santa Barbara High comes to DP and evens their record at 4-4 overall and 1-1 in the Channel League. And I'm standing with the player of the game, Santa Barbara running back and linebacker Junior Garcia, who took over overtime tonight. He's our Montecito player of the game, Montecito Bank and Trust. And I'm pleased again to bring in good friend Javier Quesada, Senior Vice President and Relationship Manager for the Goleta area of Montecito Bank and Trust. Javier, great to see you again as always. Thanks to have you on board again this year. Always great to work with Montecito Bank and Trust. And you've got some hardware to give to Junior tonight. He was the star of the show in overtime in the Dons' 28-21 win.
Absolutely. Congratulations on behalf of all the associates at Montecito Bank and Trust. Well deserved. You're the player of the game. Congratulations. There you go.
Javier, thanks very much. We'll see you at another one, I'm sure, this year. Probably DP San Marcos coming up next week at Workington Stadium. Junior, congratulations on the player of the game. You were simply outstanding all night long, but you really turned it on in overtime. You willed your team to victory. You had just 4 rushes in the game for 26 yards, but you had 3 of those 4 on the game-winning overtime drive, including the touchdown. Talk about what motivated you to put the Dons on your back in that extra overtime session.
We worked so hard in practice, and I felt like we didn't go this far just to lose and not go to playoffs, which we are capable of doing. So I felt like we definitely had to win this game. We worked too hard for it.
Talk about the 3-yard touchdown run. How were you feeling when you got into the end zone to give your team the lead?
Basically, nothing was going to stop me. I was going to score regardless. That's how I felt.
So you gave your team a 7-point lead. Then you also made a big play on defense. You stuffed their running game on the first play from overtime. What did you see on that play, and how did you read it?
I saw the hole wide open, so I knew the running back must be going up there. So I filled it and got the stop.
Brent Payas with a good game, 141 yards through the air and 2 touchdowns. He just seems to get better and better every week. You're a junior, he's a junior. What's it like having so many good young skill players on your football team?
Definitely excited because we have future years that we should be doing very well in, but I'm excited for us. 2 more guys I want to talk to you about. That was a huge play. Carter Soto with the interception return, about 35 yards. He really read that route, jumped it, and took it to the house. Talk about Soto's interception for the touchdown. It was perfect timing. He basically did what he was taught, got the pick, ran it back, helped us out in a tough situation, and couldn't be happier for him.
The other guy was Daniel Vallon. He had 6 catches for 77 yards on the night. How big was that play at the end of the half? Most of the crowd just thought it was a simple dump off. He was going to go maybe 5, 10, 15 yards, get tackled, and the half's over. Instead, he makes a huge cut at like the 25-yard line, takes it for a 40-yard touchdown, gives you guys the lead going to the locker room 14-7. How big was that as far as momentum into the second half?
Definitely a huge play. It gave us confidence. We felt like we could just run on this team the whole time, and we did. So it helped.
Final question. You guys are now 4-4 overall, put you back at 500, but most importantly, put you back in the Channel League race for the championship at 1-1. How important was it to get this first Channel League win tonight?
Definitely important. If we didn't win this, we're not going to playoffs, so there's no point. So we definitely worked hard.
Junior, thanks for your time. Congratulations on a great game, particularly in the overtime. Junior Garcia, the 3-yard touchdown run for the game winner for Santa Barbara. He then makes the key play on defense on Dos Pueblos' first down in overtime. And as a result, a 28-21 Dons win here at Scott O'Leary Stadium puts the Dons at 4-4 overall and 1-1 in the Channel League. Santa Barbara very much alive still, not only for the CIF playoffs, as Junior noted, but the Channel League championship. Oh, by the way, 3rd quarter fumble recovery was a pretty good play too. Junior, congratulations on a great game. That's going to do it from here. 44th Crosstown Showdown tonight was a classic. The Dons come across town and outlast Dos Pueblos in overtime. 28-21 is the final score. Join us next Friday night. We'll have the Chargers once again. They'll be playing in the battle for the good land at San Marcos. We'll have that game for you on Cox 8. Dos Pueblos at San Marcos on October 24th.
tonight for Junior Garcia and the Dons. It was a great win as they beat DP by 7. That's going to do it from the field. Till next time, until we meet again a week from tonight at San Marcos High, John Martney saying good night from Scott O'Leary Stadium.